Bro, imagine you in
I'm not imagining.
Let me finish. Imagine you in the same little shirt you had on at the Wild 'N Out show, Duncan. You know how many t-shirts you gonna sell, Cuz? You tripping.
Oh my
what?
God.
What?
Oh God.
The same little shirt you had on.
Okay, all right.
Duncan,
all right.
Bro.
Being a billionaire and a generally beloved person must be super boring because Shaq is going out of his way to be the horniest man in America. Either that or he's completely lost his mind. He stopped by Angel Reese's new podcast and could barely control himself. It's really interesting because he presents their relationship as one of mentor and mentee, as they both went to LSU and did well there. But Shaq kept being kinda heavy-handed with his compliments, kept trying to put his mans on with Angel Reese. It was a lot. They'll talk about when they first met, his first impressions about her, how he'll be alone forever, and then towards the end, he would give her some good basketball advice. Shaq being this thirsty during an interview and how so many people were calling him nasty, it reminded me of two other situations where Shaq could have just laid low but chose to jump out the window. He didn't even waste any time. Angel would ask him his first impression of her, and obviously the first actual impression was not gonna be basketball related.
What was your first impression of me?
I thought you were beautiful, of course.
Thanks.
I thought you played with a passion. I figured that you were going to do it your way, and you talk a lot of shit, and you back it up. So you're my type of player.
Yeah,
I like
people
it.
didn't like that.
It does. See, you have to understand. Like I tell you this all the time. Don't matter what people like.
Yeah, I know.
I jump on you all the time. Stop grabbing
Responding
your phone.
back to
Stop
people.
grabbing your phone and making stuff up. They don't like you. That's their problem.
And then Angel will give her take about when she first met Shaq. She would say, "Do you want me to tell them what you told me the first time we met?" And Shaq almost panicked. Like, whoa, you don't gotta say that. He first said, "Was I mean?" And then she would say, "No, you wasn't mean. I'm gonna say what you said." He didn't want her to say what he said to her the first time they met. She would explain that it was nothing wrong, but he obviously knows that he's such a horn dog that he does not remember what he said. It could have been anything.
Up and just move on.
That is very inspirational. Do you remember when we first met?
No, I do not.
That was when the first time I met you was at the Alabama football game, and Holly.
Was that nice?
Let me tell you what you said.
I didn't say. See, don't do that. Strike that from the tape.
I'm not going to tell y'all what he said, but you were really nice to me. The first time I met you, and you told me that you were going to watch me this year. I think Holly was trying to tell you. I don't know if you really knew who I was, but Holly was trying to tell you like she's really good, and she transferred from Maryland, and she gets rebounds like you. And you said we're going to see. And then that was the first time, and then kind of after that was when Miara came on our visit. And
you took care of my baby. Thank you so much.
I love Miara. That's my girl. Shout out to Miara. Good luck this year, Florida. But yeah, that was the first time we kind of interacted.
It wasn't like I was blowing you off, but I hate when people say people are like somebody else.
Yeah.
You know, we had this discussion before. You need to be you.
Yeah.
Because one time me and my boy Alex, we was walking through LSU and everybody was, you heard of Ben Simmons? And I'm like, no, he's the best player at LSU ever. Now you're starting to piss me off. Right? not because you're saying you're better than me, but he better than Chris Jackson.
Yeah.
So I went to we went, good player, but I'm like, bro, y'all.
Then the conversation will get a little serious as he will talk about his family, how he knows he's gonna be alone forever, and how he takes care of his kids until they're 18, because after that, then they're on their own. Angel would even mention how his son might have gotten picked up by a team, and Shaq doesn't even know. He's like, I don't care what your business is. If you need me, I'm there. But professionally, you're gonna do what you wanna do. If you get hired at any job regularly, it's not gonna make the news, so I don't wanna be in the way while you live your life. Even if that also means basketball. I respect that. Obviously, LeBron does not respect that whatsoever. He can't even fathom that style of parenting. To each his own, but it might explain a lot.
But forget all that. The greatest compliment I can get as a father is when people say, man, I met Sharif, he's a fine young man. That's it.
That's good,
all I know.
Yes. Sharif just got, he got signed?
I don't know.
I think he just got signed.
Oh, he did?
I think. To the Kings, or he's doing the G League team in half and half. I think so.
I didn't know that. Congratulations. And so no, listen, I do deja vu parenting, especially with the boys. When I got dropped off on Dalrymple Drive, my father told me, don't call me, don't bother me.
That's how you are.
Yeah, don't call me.
You told me the other day that when y'all asked for something, you talking about something. You're 18 now.
Yeah, don't bother me. You're 18. If you come back in this house, I know you didn't make it, you're joining the Army. So it worked for me, so I'm kind of letting them grow up. But I tell them all the time, I don't care. And the reason why I don't care is I have 6 children. We don't need another basketball player. I'm crazy. I do a lot of, I lost my family being crazy. I never want my kids to be like that.
Yeah.
Because as you know, in this life, you gotta choose that or you gotta choose this.
Yeah.
And it takes a special person to be able to balance both. But I'm always choose this because God chose me to be like all the time. The people in my family, God said you, so I have to take care of my family. My mama gonna keep our house forever.
Yeah.
My grandbabies, all the stuff and toys they get, they're going to keep their house forever. Sometimes people can't handle that. And sometimes we as people can't handle it. Like, I made so many mistakes on that side, and I never want, especially my boys, I never want my boys to be like that.
Yeah.
Like I said all the time, I was a terrible husband. I was the worst husband ever. And we're just now getting back tight, but hey. You know, people ask me if I had to do it all over again, what would I do different? The answer is nothing, because sometimes you have to make sure, as the provider and the protector of your family, you got to make sure shit goes straight, and that's what I always do, especially for my family.
And then they'll start talking about relationships, going through phones and trust, and then Shaq would ask Angel, "How many times do I tell you I love you?" If a girl saw that on my phone, she would start asking questions and question me on whether do I really love you, which seems all nice until we get to our next part. But before we get to that, listen to this.
One, when you pick up your man phone, know what you're looking at.
First of all, you shouldn't be picking up no man phone. I don't like that.
I agree.
You shouldn't be going through a man's phone.
I agree with that. How many times have I told you I love you?
A lot.
Okay, so if a person knows me, it's like Shaq is Angel's mentor, he would never even cross that line with her.
Yeah.
Nah. First person to say that, get out. Like, are you what? Why you pretend you love her? One, I do love her. I love her as a daughter. I love her as a beautiful black woman who's making it. But obviously, you don't know me. Obviously, you don't know. If you think I'm messing with Angel Reese, you don't know me. Get out. So if you're going to be in a relationship with a person, know them. And stop thinking we stupid, even though some of them do stupid shit.
You let women go through your phone?
No.
Has a woman ever gone through your phone?
Of course.
Even while Angel Reese being recently signed to Reebok, she can't even get off a clean take of an ad without Shaq trying to put her on with his friend. And the people would say, as a Reebok executive, Shaq is technically her boss. Reebok HR may need to have a conversation with Shaq. And somebody else would say, Angel, you might need to leave Reebok. She was so uncomfortable that she would even say out loud, can we shift? Can we move on from this?
Making business moves.
Me and Christian at the club, we gonna kill him.
Can't even get it out.
We got a new rap named Chocolate and Peanut Butter. We about to kill him at the hookah bar. I ain't gonna have to say nothing, be like Christian. Oh, pick and roll. I like that. Oh, yeah, pick and roll. Oh, man. Me and Christian at the club would kill him. I'd be like, Christian, go get that for me.
I'll throw you some moves, nigga. I got you.
And Christian got one move, too. He'll just walk up to the girl and be like, hey, my man Shaq want to holler at you. Lick them lips, you get them mesmerized, and then drop that name. Hey, my man Shaq on.
Great. Can we?
You should date.
Can we shift?
I'm just saying, you talking about you want a boyfriend.
Here we go. Anyway.
Right there. He's standing right there.
Signing with Reebok.
Yes.
Me signing with Reebok. And today I am announcing that I am officially coming out with my shoe.
Before Shaq will bring up the shorts that Angel wore during her appearance at one of the Wild 'N Out shows, he would give her some good basketball advice. He would explain to her that it's about being you. You don't have to play like Caitlin Clark. Play like you. But also get some moves so that people can't say you don't have any moves. So on one hand, don't worry about what the people say, but on the other hand, those people are probably right. Please learn some basketball.
Going into year 2 for me, what's some advice that you would give for me?
Keep busting that and get you 1 or 2 moves that'll go to. Because, so people stop saying, oh, she's shooting. Don't matter what you shoot. It's going and it's effective, but get you 1 or 2 moves. You know who you are? You're the female Antoine Jameson. You know who Antoine Jameson is? He got 20,000 points with his shot. Whatever your shot is. Like, everybody's shot ain't going to be Steph Curry. Your shot is your shot. Your shot got you a women's national championship. Your shot got you in high contention for being rookie of the year, which I think you would have won if you didn't got hurt. So don't focus on what people are saying. Be you. If that's your shot, that's your shot. Like those flip shots that go in, get your move. One or two. Like, my move is to drop step, elbow you in your face. That's the first thing I'm gonna do. See how tough you are. Then I'm gonna jump hook. Then I'm gonna do the spin lob dunk, or maybe the fadeaway. Those are my moves that I do. So when you're working out, like I see you shooting threes. Get you a move, face-up move that's gonna get you 2, maybe 4 points a quarter.
And then when asked to give some flowers, he would instead give some advice that would rub some people the wrong way, insisting that the WNBA needs to lower the rim just a little bit and also have the players play in shorter shorts. He would tell her, just imagine you dunking with those short shorts on. If this is someone that you love like a daughter, why would you say that? If you're saying this is a joke, tell me what the joke is. Dunking in short shorts is not a joke. Would that help the WNBA? Maybe. As someone will comment on her video, if Angel threw a lob off the glass and Camilla came from behind and dunking it, I'd lose my mind. And then somebody else will comment, why don't WNBA players want to believe that the dunk being added to their game would make a huge difference? It would take the WNBA to unbelievable heights. The ratings will go through the roof. I don't think there's any doubt about that. Especially now that the three is gonna be heavily relied upon because of Caitlin Clark. Also adding dunks will make their product one of the best in the world. But Angel Reese clearly disagrees with both ideas. No lowering the rim and no speaking of the short shorts.
Is there a woman in sports or a woman in your life that you would want to give your flowers to?
All of them. Well, especially all the WNBA. I'm proud of you ladies, and I hope your dream comes true. If you listen to my method, your dream will definitely come through. Lower that rim a half a millisecond of an inch, and you don't strike this from the tape, Christian.
We ain't striking it.
Don't. I'm telling you, just lower like that to where it gives you ability to dunk. Bro, imagine you.
I'm not imagining.
Let me finish. Imagine you in the same little shirt you had on at the Wild 'N Out show dunking. You know how many t-shirts you gonna sell, cuz? You tripping.
Oh my
what?
God.
What?
Oh God.
The same little shirt you had on.
Okay, all right.
Dunking.
All right.
Bro.
All right.
I wouldn't buy that shirt, but I know my boy Christian and Alex will buy that shirt. Cause listen, you're not beautiful or good looking. You are gorgeous. There's a lot of gorgeous women in NBA. Like, I love seeing when y'all be coming in, and then, you know what else I realize this? Because, like, sometimes when people first see y'all, they see y'all, that's what y'all do. They don't know how fucking beautiful y'all are. But when y'all walk into the game, and men are watching the game, hey man, we like what we like. Oh my gosh, we like what we like. So we like that, and then you see y'all dunking, man, y'all money gonna go up tremendously. And y'all can look at me and in the comments, you're crazy. I know what I'm talking about.
Okay, we gonna say.
Because y'all are not just fine and hot. I'm like, y'all, some of y'all are gorgeous. Like you, when you dress up, and you like really dress up, and you are a beautiful, phenomenal looking black woman. And there's a lot of y'all out there. It really is. White ones too. Like y'all got some hot mamas in the WNBA. Y'all really good. So focus on that, and then focus on what the guys like.
No, we don't care what the guys like.
That's the problem.
Looking for approval.
That's the problem.
Okay,
See,
no.
that's the problem. Imagine you coming down and oh my God, you tripping. You tripping. Imagine Caitlin crossing somebody up and leaning in, Russell Westbrook style thought, what? White people gonna go crazy. Tripping, man. You laughing, boy.
Oh my God.
Finally, they'll get into the internet and how just because you see them doesn't mean you actually see them. Just because Shaq is like this in your DMs doesn't mean it's him. It could be anybody.
You know it's not real.
None of it is real.
Yeah.
If you ever see me on the Negro net, it's not real.
Yeah, I did see you on the internet doing something.
That wasn't me.
Right. Clock it.
It wasn't me.
Who was it? You got a twin? I feel like you got a twin.
I have no idea. And like I always tell women this, just because it's the first clue don't mean you saw the case. Okay, you saw big feet, and you saw a hookah pipe, and it still wasn't me. No face, no
When
case.
is you? When is it you though?
No, when you see my face, and when I grab the phone and say, this is my woman, then it's me, okay?
Do you think you'll get married again?
Probably not.
No?
I'm gonna end up alone. I already know.
Why?
Because
Is that just what you want?
No, because y'all be making rules up as we go along. Like, there is no handbook on how to be the perfect man or perfect husband.
You're right.
I know it. There ain't no handbook. And y'all be making up shit without telling us.
And the funny thing is, if he wanted to actually stay married, all he had to do, not constantly cheat on her. Seems simple enough. After this clip went viral, people will say things like, y'all remember how Megan told Glow not to say his name? This is the example of why. That man be thirsty and it ain't cute. I know he thinking business, but he couldn't feel her uncomfortable energy. Shaq doesn't read rooms well. Which led me to think, what video with Megan telling Glow to stay away from Shaq? But it was this video right here.
When you was first coming up,
Yeah.
have you ever gotten a DM from a celebrity that you was a fan of and you definitely felt like, okay, you know what, I might have made it. I might be famous now.
Okay, so this is I didn't say it before in the first interviews, but I was a big ass fan when I was a kid of Shaq. Yeah, oh God, like it was crazy.
Do not say his name 3 times, because I'm sure he will appear.
No, but for real,
He'll come get you.
They were even afraid to say his name during this interview. What is up with Shaq? I knew he was starting to lose it when this girl started going viral for being pretty while working at Home Depot. She posted this picture and someone commented, I know Shawty a good woman. She could have made her OnlyFans, but she got a real job and it's an honest living. Which she would reply to, the only job I work at that I get reminded I'm too pretty to work at. Which, there's an argument. I don't know how you're too pretty for a job. Even the girls that get paid to get flown out are doing a job. So if they're not too pretty for that, then you're not too pretty for Home Depot. But Shaq, obviously, not being able to control himself, tried to be smooth with it and slid into her DMs like, don't let them people bother you. She replied friendly without being flirty, thank you, Shaq. And then he would continue, don't read the comments. Stuff like that would drive you crazy. And because he thought his big toe was in the water, he tried to cast his line. Have a great day. Tell all your boyfriends I said hello. LOL. Come on, Shaq. You gotta do better. But she completely sidestepped that by saying, haha, I will, thank you. You too. Which she then posted saying, when Shaq texts you, you know you're doing something right. And if you thought that was the extent of his horniness, Shaq would even start going into random Home Depots looking for this lady. Literally looking for her.
I'm in Home Depot. I'm looking for somebody.
Did you find her?
No, I didn't.
While I don't know if he's a madman, Shaq is too famous, too rich, and too much of a legend to be out here making a fool out of himself. But at least he hasn't thrown his life away. Unlike this next video about Lil Durk being arrested. Is it over for him? Who knows? We'll keep track of it. But if you reached this point of the video, you might as well like and subscribe. And if you didn't like the video, then thank you for hate watching.